So basically, this is what I was talking about. So I literally saw this video by the name of How to Not Expose Cyberspark and DA Games. I don't know who DA Games is, but I know who Cyberspark is. So basically, here's what's going on, right? Okay. So first off, here's what's happening, basically. And plus, I even saw this short right here saying this is not how you cancel someone.
This is not how you cancel somebody. Literally every day that passes, this situation gets worse. It all started when anonymously, via a third party, a victim came out alleging serious accusations against the popular content creator Saberspark. It alleged two separate incidents in 2012 and 2013, and it would all be covered in a video expose by the YouTuber I Love Kim Possible a lot. But for the purposes of this video, we'll be calling them KP for short. And I'm actually not here to talk about the validity of these claims, but rather how these claims were communicated to the public. When this video by KP released, it turns out it was exposing both Saberspark and DA Games. Additionally, it was 2 hours long, and clearly it was originally meant to be just a DA Games exposed video, but they tagged Saberspark onto the end of it. Saberspark was the first name in the title, but they don't actually talk about the recent allegations till an hour 30 minutes in. Of those approximately 15 minutes dedicated to the recent Saberspark allegations, there's no new information that wasn't mentioned in the original post. Perhaps what is possibly the most glaring issue with this video, though, is it doesn't seem to be taking any of this seriously. It's just jam-packed with memes and jokes. It feels massively disrespectful to the very serious subject matter we have at hand. The whole thing feels like it was designed to be a spectacle. They were sitting on this info for weeks and hyping it up on Twitter. They brought in plenty of people to read voice lines out in the video, and instead of just exposing one creep, they decided to expose two. They clearly tried to make this the exposed video to end all exposed videos, but that should not be your goal with an exposed video. Needless to say, this video was received very poorly, and KP quickly took it down. But it only got worse from here. Some of those voice actors who she brought in to say certain lines have actually now come against the project, with some saying that KP's instructions for what exactly they were doing was a little vague and misrepresented. Making two separate videos on the Saberspark stuff and the DA game stuff is clearly the better decision for the victim, but I guess that didn't exactly fit KP's grand clout-chasing vision. And to make matters worse, the original account that made this post has now come out about their experiences with KP, saying that the victim had actually originally reached out to them, but because of mental health concerns at the time, they couldn't publish the victim's story, so they passed them off to another digital publisher, granted in a different medium, being KP. KP would then later reach back out to the account and have them publish the pre-written testament and tweet, saying, "We were not asked, only given," and the statement claimed both I and Sophie talked to the victim extensively, which is not true. And then when the video actually released, the people by the account saw it, and retroactively they had this to say about it. "I talked with her in call about the problems. She told me she was surprised by the reactions because her team and the victim viewed it prior and liked it. I did not realize at the time that she was lying."
So what exactly is this trying to say? Like, were the allegations against Cyberspark like false? Were they true? I don't know, cause I barely know anything about this. But like I said, you see, if you go to the Cyberspark channel, you can see that like there has been no exact like response to the allegations yet. And basically there's like no post saying if the allegations are true, if they're false, nothing. Absolutely nothing here. And to anybody asking, where did I get the suggestion that these allegations could have been true, false, or could have been a joke? It's because this YouTube channel right here was basically saying that basically Cyberspark's like videos, no, not videos, allegations could have been true, false, without any proof, or could have been a joke because of this YouTube account called I'm Witterly YUJI or something like that, and they basically said this.
This is indeed true. I will not blame them for that detail, obviously spoken. I'm just making this video so people could take this whole entire situation into consideration. It's not so I can provide any meaningful commentary, because I don't believe there's any meaningful commentary to give here. It either happened or it didn't. And also, it's not a drama, nor is it a situation if it did indeed happen, and I don't think it should be treated that way. I love Kim Possible a lot when releasing a video on the whole entire situation, which I just found to be very disgusting. Throughout the entirety of the video, she'll end up making jokes about the situation, which, by the way, even if it's true or not, it's just like, why would you make jokes about a potential victim? That just demises a lot of other victim stories. It makes it more acceptable for other people on YouTube to make jokes about other victims, keep that in mind. All with the pretense of, well, it's just allegations, it isn't necessarily true. And it's weird, it's gross. Never do this, never act like this, it's just weird. If the victim decided to go ahead and say, okay, you can make jokes about the situation, this and that, okay, then finally, that's perfectly fine. But you're doing it, keep in mind, without the victim's consent. You're making these jokes just ungranted.
Chris was a team member roughly from 2014 to 2015. I know, I'm old.
It just feels like a normal average commentary video rather than actually discussing a victim's possible story. It felt like no training went into it to go ahead and transition from funny man to serious. That's really all I had to say though. Honestly, it's just weird. And that's really all for today's video.
So, this is why I'm telling you guys right now. Was this true? Was this false? Will Cyberspark respond to this and say that people shouldn't be making jokes about allegations that are against him? Yes, because look what I'm saying right now, okay? So this YouTube channel, okay, that I just played right now, okay, is basically saying that, no joke, the I Love Kim Possible a Lot channel, okay, was basically just straight up making jokes, okay, about the allegations that were going on with the victim. So, in other words, were the allegations true? No, I guess. Like, if this was straight up just to make allegations for attention, for the I Love Kim Possible a Lot channel to like get attention, then you know what? Forget it. Because, again, why make a literal video, okay, about allegations that are possibly not true or could be true, because there's a 50% chance that it's not true. And you know what? Forget it, okay? See, this is why sometimes I just don't know if I should make like allegation videos on YouTube. Because look, when you see my allegation videos that I make, before I even make the videos, I end up thinking to myself, am I making videos about allegations that could be for attention? Maybe they could be false, Maybe they could be true. I don't know. I seriously do not know at all. You get what I mean, guys? Look, other than that, I'll see you later, guys and gals. Because, look, I just don't want to go too deep into this. Because I already went in too deep with the Yandere Dev allegations and stuff. And you know that the last, and I'm serious, last and final video about the allegations against Yandere Dev was my final one to finally make a point. Because you know what? Forget it. For so this is Samuel Young, and bye bye.